You probably didn't even know these existed, did you? Because if you did, you probably would have used them. Buying a home is expensive. There is no doubt about that. But did you know that there are seven, that's right, seven government programs that are available to help you save money when you're buying a home? These programs are designed to help either lower your down payment, help keep your carrying costs of that home ultra low, or get money back on your taxes, or rather money off on your taxes, just by making use of these things that are available to almost everybody. If you are someone that has been considering buying a home, or even if you bought a home in the last short little while, you still may qualify for many of these awesome incentives that are offered from the government to help people like you get into their first home or another home. If you want to learn more about these 7 government incentives, this is definitely the video for you. Let's get into it. What's good, everybody? It's Darren German from the German Group, where we know you've only got one chance to either buy or sell your next home, so we're here to help you get it right. Make sure you take that mouse finger and you click on the subscribe button, because you don't want to miss out on any of the video content we're releasing on a regular basis to help you become a better home buyer, a better home seller, or a better homeowner. All right, so who doesn't love free money? I like free money. If you want to send me some, you're certainly welcome to. But why not take advantage of some of the government incentives available to buy a home? When you really think about it, all these are designed to help make life more affordable for people like you and me, and they're available to take advantage of. So today's video is all about going over 7 government incentive programs that you may or may not know about, but hopefully you come out of this video learning about some things that maybe you didn't know before, and this one video can save you thousands of dollars. Ready? Here we go. The first one is maybe one you've heard of already, and that is the first-time home buyers exemption from paying the provincial property transfer tax in British Columbia. This property transfer tax is due to any property that is more expensive than $525,000, and there is a sliding threshold between $500,000 and $525,000. But here's the good news. If you are a first-time home buyer in the province of BC and you are spending less than $500,000, you do not have to pay a single cent towards the property transfer tax. On a property worth $500,000, that's a savings of $8,000 that other people would have to pay if they've owned property before. So this is a pretty wicked advantage to somebody that's a first-time home buyer. The second in our list is for all of my homeowners out there, and this is the BC Homeowners Grant. This is effectively to help reduce the amount of property tax you pay every single year, as long as you're using the home that you're living in as your primary residence. The full grant is about $570 each year, and there is additional grants available for senior citizens as an example. Homeowners must pay at least $350 per year in their taxes, but as long as you meet the exemptions, you're good. You're going to save a little bit of money. The next one on our list is a federal incentive called the First-Time Home Buyers Tax Credit. This is a $10,000 non-refundable tax credit, and up to last year in 2021, this was only $5,000. I'm not going to bore you with the calculations on how to calculate how much of this you can actually take advantage of, because it's largely dependent on your income. And the reason that is really important is because to have a tax credit means you have to have taxes due. So if you didn't have at least $10,000 worth of taxes due in the tax year, then you wouldn't get the benefit of the full $10,000. You would just get to maximize it up to $10,000. Still though, most people are paying taxes, and that's a pretty good deal if you don't have to give that extra money away. Well done, federal government. The next one is our first-time home buyer incentive, also held by the federal government. And effectively what this is it's an equity sharing program where the government is going to almost kind of be a co-owner of your home with you to help ease the financial burden of not only buying the home, but also your monthly mortgage payments. Now, don't mistake what I said. They're not going to help you pay your mortgage payments, but they're going to help you create a larger down payment so your mortgage payments effectively get smaller. This program allows you to borrow an extra 5 to 10% of your down payment to put directly towards your purchase, which is not needed to be repaid until the time that you sell. Now, there is some caveats to this. You're going to want to check out their website to understand the full terms, but this is a great way for people to buy a bigger, better, and more expensive home without incurring larger payments. The federal government is back again for the next one with their Homebuyers plan. And what the Homebuyers plan is it allows you as a buyer to tap into your RRSP savings and borrow up to $35,000 to put towards a down payment for yourself on a new home. Now, there is a catch. You do have to repay this money, but they do give you 15 years to repay it, and you also have to use the property that you buy as a principal residence. RRSPs are a great vehicle for saving money and building wealth, and this allows you to tap into all the advantages of the RRSP and put it towards buying a home. The new housing GST rebate is yet another federal government incentive to help save you some money. If you're buying a new property, this allows you to get a portion of the GST back that you paid for that new property, so you can use that money for basically whatever you want. You can receive 36% of the GST back, which is incredible, up to a maximum of about $6,300. So $6,300 is certainly better than zero. Well done, federal government. The last one rounding out our list is actually my favorite because it's one of the ones that gets used the most frequently, and that is the BC government's, the provincial government's newly built home exemption on paying the property transfer tax. This one is very real world because the prices kind of make sense for this. And how it really works is if you are a buyer, and you don't have to be a first-time buyer, this can be anybody who's looking to occupy new construction for their primary residence. If you spend under $750,000, you do not pay any property transfer tax. Pretty good deal, right? Like, let's put that into perspective. If you had to pay that tax on a $750,000 purchase, that would be $13,000 that would just really go into provincial taxes. And if you buy anything underneath that threshold and plan it to use it again as your principal residence, the number's zero. So there you go, everybody. There is some awesome tax incentives offered by both the BC government and the federal government that you can take advantage of right now. I've left links in the description down below so you can find all the information you're looking for related to these 7 government incentives when it comes to purchasing real estate. And hey, while you're down there, you can also find a link to my calendar where you can book a time to speak directly with me and my team about whether you're planning on buying or selling a home in the Surrey or surrounding area. We'll load you up with the right advice that's going to help you be more successful. Guys, it's Darren German with the German Group. You've only got one chance to either buy or sell your next home, so let us help you get it right. Thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next video. Cheers.